This is homework 43, day 2 of the solving linear systems by graphing. The first couple problems we're deciding whether or not the ordered pair is a solution, so we're just substituting them in. So our first problem, 2x plus y equals 3, and our second side, x minus 2y equals negative 1, and we're going to substitute in 1, 1 first, so 1 and 1, so this is 2 plus 1 equals 3. Yes, 2 plus 1 equals 3. 3 equals 3. So yes, this is a solution on this side. On our other side, we'll substitute it in 1 and 1, so this is 1 and minus 2. And so that's negative 1 equals negative 1, so that's a yes on this one. So 1, 1 is a yes. Now we'll do the exact same thing for negative 1, 1. So alright, sorry, I said negative 1, 1. I meant to say negative 1, 0. Right, for negative 1, 0. So we're plugging in a negative 1 and a 0 for x. 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. 0. Negative 2 does not equal 3. So then we can stop right there for that one. That doesn't work. Same thing here. 4x plus y equals negative 4. And our other equation, negative x minus y equals 1. And so we're substituting in for negative 2, 4 first, negative 2 and 4. So this makes negative 8 plus 4, and that does equal negative 4, right? Negative 4 equals negative 4, so that's a yes. And so we'll check our next one. So we'll sub in a negative 2 and a 4. So this is minus a negative 2, that makes a positive 2. Positive 2 minus 4 does not equal 1, right? Negative 2 does not equal 1, so that's a no there. So this one was a no for the first one. So then our second one, we'll erase all of this. And hopefully the second one works. Actually, it doesn't really matter as long as we do our work. So here we'll sub in a 3 and a negative 4. So 3 and a negative 4.
Attention.
3 times 4 makes 12 minus 4. Does that equal negative 4? And that's a no, because that's 8. Does not equal negative 4. So these are both no's here. We can stop because there was a no. Our next one, C. Negative x minus y equals 3, and 3x minus y equals 11. Right? So we'll use 5, 4 first, 5 and 4. So this is 5 minus 4, which makes 1. 1 does not equal 3, so that's a no. So next we'll go right into our orange one, our orange problem, 4, 1. See if 4, 1 works. So 4 and 1, 4 minus 1 makes 3. 3 equals 3. That's a yes here. And 4 and 1, 3 times 4 is 12. 12 minus 1 is 11, so 11 equals 11. So this is a yes here, so yes for 4, 1. Second part, graphing. So we'll do this one. Y-intercept is negative 2, slope is negative 1, down 1 over 1. Draw our line. Next equation, y-intercept is 1, slope is negative 4, so down 4, right 1, down 4, right 1, up 4, left 1. And we can see that the solution is this point right here, which looks like 1, -3. 1, -3 is the solution. That's what we're trying to find. B, our y-intercept is 3, and our slope is 1/2, up 1, right 2, down 1, left 2. And our next one, our y-intercept is -3, and our slope is down 5, right 2. So down 5, right 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right 2, somewhere around here. Up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, left 2. Up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, left 2. There. And our solution is this point right here. Right, and that looks like -2, 2. C, we've got an equation, y-intercept is -3, slope is up 5, right 3. And our other equation, y-intercept is 1, and the slope is up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right 3, down 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, left 3, 1, 2, 3. And what do we notice about these two slopes? We've got the same slope, so these are parallel lines, which means we have no solutions, because the lines are parallel, though they won't run into each other. Our next equation, y-intercept is 4, slope is 2, up 2, right 1, down 2, left 1. And our next equation, y-intercept is -3, slope is 1/4, that's up 1, right 4, or down 1, left 4. And we can see that we run into each other at this point, which looks to be 1, 2, 3, 4, -4, 1, 2, 3, 4, so -4, -4. Using the cover-up method here, so that's just taking our pencil, right, crossing out this one, so our x-intercept is at 2, right, and then crossing out the x, and our y-intercept, y equals 2, so negative, that would be y is -2. So that looks like our slope is 1, right? Going up 1 over 1. Our next one, x-intercept is 6, right? Cross out the x, y-intercept we need to divide by 3, so y-intercept is 2. Right, so that looks like we're going, you know, down 1, right 3, up 1, left 3, up 1, left 3. And we can see that we run into each other. I didn't do a very good job here. That's it right there at that point, which is 3, 1. So F, and this is why why I don't really like the cover-up method sometimes, because we'd say 6x into 4, right? So x would be 4/6 or 2/3. But I don't want to do that, so I'm going to take this equation and I'm going to solve this for y. So I'm going to say y equals -6x plus 4, right? So y-intercept is 4, slope is down 6, right? So down 6 over 1. So we've got a line that looks something like this. And our other equation, we can do this by the cover-up method. What's our x-intercept, right, is 3, 1, 2, 3, and our y-intercept would be -3, because y equals 3, so it would be -3 here. And so that's a slope of 1, so where are we running into each other? Right there at 1, -2. G, well, our x-intercept is -3, and our y-intercept is -3. That means we have a slope of -1, right? And this one, let's solve this for y, because 3 is not going to go into -1. So if I subtract 3x, I get -y equals -3x minus 1, right? Divide by -1. And y equals positive 3x plus 1. So y-intercept is 1. Slope is up 3, right 1, or down 3, and left 1. And we can see that we run into each other right there at that point, which is -1, -2. -1, -2. And h, our x-intercept is -3, and our y-intercept is 3. That means we have a slope of 1. And our x-intercept is 1 here, and our y-intercept is -1. So
Jose Zaragoza, and
we
Ayana
have parallel
Coffee.
lines. No.
Please go to the buses. Ayana
Solutions.
Coffee and Jose. Again.
Our last couple problems. Lynn and Tiana are planning a foot race. Lynn can run 16.9 feet per second, and Tiana can run, or Tina, I guess, can run 10 feet per second. Lynn gives Tina a 50-foot head start. The diagram below shows distance time graph for Lynn and Tina. After about how much time will Lynn pass Tina? Well, it looks like right here. So between 5 and 10 seconds, right? So we're gonna say 8 seconds here, or 7.5 seconds, just by looking at the graph, right? So use the system here to solve the linear equations. Which values of k and m make the lines parallel? If we looked at this, we'd want parallel lines are going to have the same the same slope and different y-intercepts. So we want the same k value, right? But if we were to solve this if we notice here that we're multiplying by -3 and we're multiplying by -6, right? So if we were to take this equation here and solve it for y, we'd get 2x minus 6y equals m. So to solve this for m, we'd subtract 2x from both sides, and we get -6y equals -2x plus m. We divide by -6, and we get y equals, that makes positive 1/3 x, right? And that's what we care about here. So we want a slope of 1/3. So here, if we're going to divide by 3, what does this k have to be? Well, the k would have to be 3, what divided by 3 would be 1/3, so the k would have to be a 1. K has to be 1. Okay, oh, but k can be 1 here. So now, when we do that, we just need to have different y-intercepts, because if we have the same slope and the same y-intercept, then we'd have the same line. So we've established that k is going to be 1. So then if k is 1, then what would M be here? Well, if M was 10, 10 divided by 6 would be, would be negative 10/6 or negative 5/3. And 3 divided by 8, that would be fine. K could be 1. K could be 16 too, because that would be, both of them will work.